Hello guys, so welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sarah. I'm gonna do a reading vlog. I haven't done one since the Song of Achilles, which was so long ago. I have so many that I wanted to do a vlog for, but I thought why not do like something fun and something that a lot of people have read so that they can see like my reactions and stuff. Just so you know, there's gonna be a lot of spoilers in this, so if you haven't read the book that I'm reading, definitely don't watch, or just watch at your own discretion. But I just finished the Six of Crows duology literally 2 seconds ago. I had to process it, but for this vlog we are reading The Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. So I've heard literally nothing but good things about this. It's an easy read. It's about, I think someone died, a girl died from this girl's school, and they think they have the killer who did it, but he's dead, but it turns out it wasn't him. Whole thing. I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna see my pages are. I always ruin it for myself when I get to it. 389, which isn't bad. The book I just read, The Crooked Kingdom, was like 564, so this shouldn't be bad. So I'm gonna be reading it, going through it, and just updating you guys of my thoughts, what I'm reading, what's going on, and everything like that. So I hope you enjoy. I am not gonna start it right this second. I just wanted to say this, but I'm gonna start it later tonight because I need to go process what I just read. I will be back with my first update once I started reading, and just we'll see what I have to say. Hello. Okay, I look insane. And if you hear Gossip Girl in the background, it's because I have it on before bed. But I just started it, okay, literally 2 seconds ago, and I read the very beginning of her report that she's gonna end up filling out, and it's about the girl from her town that died and stuff, whatever. And it says in the agreements, after the supervisor commented on it, that no contact made with either of the families involved in this case. She had to sign that. So it's a little prediction so early on, but I feel like she's gonna break those rules in that agreement that she just signed, and she's gonna talk to the families. I literally read a page, so this is gonna be a long vlog since it's 3 books, but maybe I'll just make this the first book and then see if you guys like it. I don't know. I'm gonna continue to read. Maybe I'll get through a chapter before coming back and talking. Bye. Oh my god, my hair. So crazy. But didn't I just say she was gonna interfere with the families when she signed that she wouldn't? The first thing that she did was go to Sal's house, the guy that supposedly killed Andy, and at the end of the chapter, she said, he asked why she's doing her capstone on that whole situation, and she said, because I don't think your brother did it, and I'm gonna prove it. It's a bold way to start. Oh, I didn't even look at the second page or the page after the chapter, but it's like a login entry from the capstone. It's kind of cool. Is it like that the whole time? It goes back and forth between the capstone project and her. It's kind of fun. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Hello guys. I don't remember what I said last night. It was like not late, but I was really tired reading. But I wrote down that I liked that they include the capstone with her findings and what's happening, rather than just like the plot of what's going on, but like what she's finding within the investigation that she's trying to look at from years ago. And then I had a prediction that Andy was alive since they haven't found her body, but I feel like that's like anyone's prediction in the beginning. But I just read her interview with a journalist named Stanley, and he was just really racist about it because Sal was Indian. Didn't like that part, but I just don't like that character, I guess. But he was there for a reason, so yeah, that was just like a rude interview. But it's her 3rd capstone, and I'm now on chapter 4, so I'll come back with any other updates. I'm gonna try to read a bunch this morning. Bye. Okay, a few things. One, found out a little bit ago that Pip knew Sal, so this just makes it a little bit more suspicious that she thinks that he's not the killer. She knew him. I don't know. Thought that was so weird that they didn't mention in the beginning that she knew Sal. But then she had the interview with Naomi, her best friend's sister who was friends with Sal. She's really suspicious. I don't trust her or anything she just said. I don't know what it is. Also, Pip was like low-key flirting with Sal's brother. Ravi, I think his name was. I don't know, that was weird. But I'm on her capstone login entry number 7, and then her interview with Max Hastings, which was another guy that was there the night of Andy going missing. Also, there's a person of interest on her little person of interest list, and it's Andy's father, Jason, because he's like, there's signs of abuse. There's a lot going on. It's kind of fun because like you're solving the case with her. I'm on page 51 already, so I'll probably get to like halfway through the book today. Very fast paced. I like it like that. It's not like slow and it's not dragging on. Like it just like keeps going. So also the chapters are pretty short, which I also like. When they're long, I just get like, I don't know how to explain that one. I like short chapters, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. Okay, so I'm about to go shower, but I read a little bit further with her interview with Max, and now she has Naomi on her persons of interest, which I agree, because I just said she was suspicious, and she is. It's like I'm literally solving this murder with her, which is kind of fun, but definitely on her side that Sal didn't do it. Maybe he helped in it, but I have a weird feeling that he didn't do it. Low-key, if we want like a crazy twist and turn to come from this girl had something to do with it. Pip, which I know is, maybe that's a little bit of a stretch, I don't know, but okay. I'll go shower and then read further, and then, I don't know, we'll see what happens. Okay, hi. My hair is wet, showered, I've been reading. Sorry if you hear my heater thing that's going off. It's really cold in my room, so I put it on. I hope it's not too loud and you can hear me, but I just like gasped. I just finished chapter, I think it's 7. I'm about to start chapter 8, and Pip was walking through the woods with Robbie talking about her like theories because he's interested in it, and I was like, okay. Other than the fact that he's the brother and he wants to know what really happened to his brother, to Sal, I feel like Robbie might have something to do with it. But then at the end of the chapter, he gave Pip Sal's phone, and I'm like, how did he get Sal's phone? Wouldn't that be like a piece of evidence? Wouldn't the police have it? Unless he took it from the crime scene. See, like I'm acting like a detective. I have no idea. But right now I feel like Robbie has something to do with it because he wants in on what she's doing and all of the stuff she's finding out and all the information. So like low-key, maybe Robbie was hooking up with Andy. I don't know. There's like so many things that could possibly have happened. But I'm just gonna have to keep reading. I'm now on page 70, and I feel like everyone is just suspicious at this point. I still feel like she's alive. Andy. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm about to start chapter 10. Pip just talked to Andy's 2 old best friends, and I found out her father was having an affair. Andy was cheating on Sal with an older guy, and it's just like Andy was very sketchy. Like, she's like, you ever watch these kinds of movies where it's like a murder mystery kind of like this? It's like the popular girl. Usually she has a lot of secrets. I don't know what movie I'm thinking of, but I feel like I've like seen this before, like this book. But her persons of interest little list right now is the dad, Naomi, and then the secret older guy that Andy was cheating on Sal with. But Jason Bell is in bold because the friend was saying that Andy always had this money and stuff, so Pip was like, okay, if she knew about her father's affair, then she was probably blackmailing her father with to give her money. I don't know. I really don't know who could have done it. I still think Robbie has something to do with it, and I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna continue to read. It's really entertaining. I'm on page 88, and it's going very fast, but I like it. There's 3 books in the series, so do I not find out until the 3rd book would happen? I hope not. I really hope not. I don't think I can wait that long. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I just finished chapter 11. They're camping or whatever for Kara's birthday, and she got a note in her sleeping bag that says, stop digging, Pippa. So either one of her friends put it in there and they have something to do with it, or the person that was in the woods, because they had like a little scare while everyone was out trying to find that person, went in the tent or the canopy and put the note in there. I have a weird feeling. I'm gonna keep reading and hopefully I find some other stuff out. Okay, so a lot has happened. My hair is so frizzy right now. I gotta do it. At some point, Pip thought that Kara's father was the secret older man, but that got knocked out, and then she found out that Andy, the girl who was killed, had a secret affair, and then she found out that Andy, the girl who was killed, was bullying this girl named Nat, so they went to find Nat, and there was a rumor that Andy was sleeping with Nat's brother. Whole thing. Now there's like a lot of more people, a lot more suspects, but I am now on page 127. She now has a more lengthy persons of interest list, which is the dad, Naomi, the secret older guy that she was having an affair, was cheating on Sal with, Nat De Silva, which was the girl that she bullied, Andy bullied, and Nat's brother Daniel, that she had an alleged, or she like allegedly slept with him. That's a lot of people. I'm on, I said, page 127. I think there's like 3, yeah, almost 400 pages, so I'm gonna try to get to like 2 something today and then finish it tomorrow. I would finish it all day, but my roommate's birthday and we're gonna go celebrate, so I'm not gonna have time. So that's what I got right now. I will come back with any other updates, but right now there's just so many suspects. My head's kind of like, there's so many people, but we're getting somewhere, you know? Now there's at least more suspects than just Sal. Goodbye. I'm now on chapter 16, and she just had an interview with Andy's little sister Becca, her old best friend from high school, and the sister's friend said that when they were in high school they went to a party and she saw Andy with some other guy, and she assumed that that was her boyfriend, and it wasn't Sal. It was Naomi's friend Max, who was at the house the night they went missing. This all sounds crazy saying it, like it doesn't make sense, but now he is added to now the long list of people of interest or persons of interest. Now there's 6 people on the list, which is crazy. Let's take a little bit of a break. I'm on page 150. My theory is either Anna's alive and she's playing everyone and she like framed everyone, or it was not Sal, it was someone else and staged everything. I don't think Sal did it, but I don't know. Literally anything could happen. Okay, that's all I have to say right now. I'll be back when I have further updates. Guys, Andy was selling drugs, weed and pills apparently, and that's why Max was so close to her at the party. So maybe the guy she got drugs from had something to do with what happened. I'm sure Pip is gonna find out who it was because she finds out everything somehow, but I just found that out and I'm just like, of course that's where she got the cash from. It wasn't from her father. She wasn't blackmailing her father. It's because she was selling drugs and she was just getting cash. Now that makes sense. But it was really suspicious because Max had like a nude picture of Andy in his room. And he said he just found it at school and kept it. That's weird. Really weird, but okay. That's what I got to. There's just like so much goes on in this book. Like it doesn't stop. It's so entertaining though. It's just like so many people are coming into the picture. Like now there's like a drug dealer she has to find. That's all I got right now. I'm on page 179. Almost not a chapter, but the next capstone login entry. But so she went to a party and she found out one of the drug dealers that sells like weed to the kids, the high schoolers. And she followed him and she saw that Stanley, the guy that was like racist journalist guy, gave him money. She saw someone else get something from the drug dealer, and then she followed the drug dealer home and she saw his license plate number, which was one that Sal wrote in his notes with no context. And they were like, whose license plate is this? And ends up that it was the drug dealer's. So I think that Sal thought Andy was cheating on him with the drug dealer, so he followed the drug dealer, got the license plate number, and wrote it down. That's my theory. I don't know if that's right or why he has the license plate number written down, but I don't know. That's what I think right now. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I'm like pretty deep in the book. I read 180 pages. I mean, I read like 20 last night, but I'm almost halfway. Or maybe I am. I think I'm like almost halfway. Okay, goodbye. Hello guys, believe it or not, it is the next day, even though I'm in the same spot and almost in the same outfit. Okay, I don't remember what I said last night or like where I left off with my information, but I just read a couple chapters in and they found out that, I don't know if I said that they found the drug dealer and everything, but he said that Andy had a burner phone, so she had a second phone. So Pip is now saying that there's probably more information on there, which is so right. There's probably so much on, actually I don't really know what a burner phone you can put on there, but there's probably like maybe contacts on there that they could like look at. So I have a feeling she's gonna sneak into Andy's house or something and find the burner phone, because apparently it's like hidden under floorboards or something. But I also feel like she's gonna get caught at some point and she's gonna get in trouble, Pip, but I don't know. But the persons of interest list has expanded. She has now 3 people who are candidates for the secret older guy that Andy was with. It's Max, Howie, or Daniel Da Silva, and then she said maybe Stanley Forms could be linked in there somewhere because he was a journalist that was really adamant about Sal being the killer, and he also bought drugs from Andy's drug dealer. Like, I feel like if you haven't read this book and you're watching this video, you're like, there is too many people to keep track of. It's actually not that hard, because I feel like usually if there's a book with this many people that I have to keep track of, I'm so lost. But the way that she like wrote it, like I know who everyone is, and it's very easy to read too. Is this young adult? I think it's young adult, so maybe that's why, but I love it a lot. Okay, back to reading. Guys, I think I've said this before, but I seriously think Ravi has something to do with this, and I don't have any evidence on this, but he is just so close to what's going on that I feel like he had something to do with it. She just got a text, Pip, just like the note that was left in the sleeping bag, but it said, "You stupid bitch, leave this alone while you can," from an unknown number. And then she was like, the only people that know what I'm doing is Ravi and the people I've interviewed. I don't know, it's just like really suspicious. Ravi's being real sus. So that was me just telling you guys who I think a suspect is right now. My top suspect is Ravi. She has like 7 suspects, but I have a top one and it's not even on her list. Nope, I'm like kind of right, or I'll just look so dumb when I'm editing this and I like know what the ending is and it has nothing to do with Ravi. Alright, I guess we'll see. Okay, I might be reaching here, but they just went in the house like I said, like I knew they were gonna do. Her and Ravi went to go look for the burner phone. Nothing's there, like they couldn't find it. But it just said, I really think I'm reaching, but it just said she's leaving the closet where like the floorboard they were looking at was, and it said that her hair got tangled on the zipper of a long dress. Okay, here's my prediction. Why would she write that? I mean, I guess to give extra detail, but what I'm thinking is that she gets caught and blamed for this somehow. They see her DNA in the room because the hair. Now that I'm thinking of it, that's such a stretch. Okay, I sound so dumb, I think. That was a stupid prediction. I feel like I'm just like trying so hard to figure out what's happening and what's going on, but I'm not getting that far. Okay, I'm halfway through. I think I'm a little over halfway through. I'm on page 200 right now. I really want to finish it today. That means I have 160 pages, which yesterday I read almost 200, so I think I can finish it today, which will be fun. And then the other 2 are supposed to be delivered today at some point. If they're not, I might just go to Barnes and get the second one and just return the one from Amazon that I got and just keep the third one that I got from Amazon. But we'll see what happens when I'm done. I don't know what time it'll be. Crazy stuff just happened. I don't really have to explain too much what's going on, but I just read when they were in Andy's room, they found a notebook and they found a place that Andy used to talk about in her notebook with a code word, and they were looking up what places it could be, and they found a place that was like a motel Airbnb place. And one of the reviews people wrote, they put a picture, and the picture had tiled floors. It was the same tiled floors as the nude picture that Max has in his house. So they went to that place. They asked the owner, who was an old woman, like, have you seen this girl Andy? And the woman said, yeah, she was here a few weeks ago. And then the grandson came downstairs and said, oh, sorry, she has Alzheimer's. No, never seen her, sorry, can't help you. So suspicious. Did I not say I think Andy's alive? I think that the son is covering up for Andy and that she goes there. And then they were leaving and they saw the drug dealer Howie with Max, the one who had the new photo of Andy, together. And Max said that he doesn't know who the dealer is, but he buys from him. Everything's connecting now, you know? So I'm on chapter 25 to 2:30 and she just emailed a bunch of Fairview alumni seeing if any drinks at the old high school parties got spiked or whatever, because the drug dealer was selling Max roofies. Well, Andy was giving Max roofies and she got it from Howie, the drug dealer. Whole connection. Like, everyone's just connecting right now and it's so weird to see, because just like in the beginning they would just like say these names and they're just like people and they have their own reason for being a suspect, but now like they all connect somehow. It's getting a little crazy. It's like a huge spider web effect that's going on and I just like don't know what could have possibly happened. I can't wait to see the end. Big T. Big T. She went on Max's like secret Facebook account, like it's like a secret one, so like job people don't see, whatever. It's a fake Facebook, so we can post like stuff about him partying and stuff, and there's pictures on there from the night that Andy went missing when they were all hanging out. Max, Naomi, Millie, Jake, and then Sal was there, but then he left between the time frame, whatever. Okay, she's looking at them and the camera seems to be further away from them in the time frame that it was taken, and someone else took the picture. So someone else was there at the time. I think that they said that Sal was already gone or someone else was there. I don't know. It's really sketchy now. Someone's lying. I'm on 235, chapter 26. And I need to know what's going on. I hate like all of this like back and forth and connections. I love it, but I hate it. You know, just shook right now because this is a big discovery. Okay guys, so like I said, they found the picture where Sal, well, she figured out that Sal was the one that took the picture, and he took it at like 12 a.m. and his friends told the cops that Sal left their house when they were hanging out at like 10 p.m. but like that picture proves that he didn't leave and that he was actually there. And then they traced all the footsteps if Sal left at 12 like he said he did to the time that Andy was murdered, and they traced the footsteps, Pip and Ravi, and there's no way he could have done it. So technically they just found out that Sal didn't do it, which I just like felt like I knew anyway from the beginning. So now she's gonna go talk to Naomi and ask why her and Sal's friends that night lied about where Sal was and like ruining his alibi and all that. I still weirdly think Ravi has something to do with it. He's just like, I don't know, too close in. I don't know if that's just me trying to like dig for an answer. I think either he has something to do with it or Naomi, just because Naomi's like sus and she's been sus since the beginning and I said that. So now I'm gonna go, I hope, read her talking to Naomi. It's getting good. It's getting good. I'm on chapter 27, page 244. That was crazy. Okay, wow. So his friends didn't kill Sal, but they did lie about him not being there because they all were a part of a drunken hit and run back in the day, and an anonymous number told them to lie about Sal being there, and that's why they did it, and they didn't think that it was going to end up as bad as it did. I think that the anonymous number that texted them back then is also the one texting Pip right now, because back then the anonymous number said you have to do this to cover basically his own tracks, and now he's doing it again because he's gonna get caught. I don't know if it's a he or she, but they're gonna get caught. That was a crazy story. Like, now I understand why Naomi was being sus, Max was being sus, and the other two friends, it was Millie and Jake, I think. But poor Sal, like, it's so messed up to do that to one of your best friends and him ending up dead because of you, and you just like go about your life. I don't like that. Okay, I'm on 260 right now. I'm probably gonna read till about like 300 and then take a break because it's 1:15. I'm gonna read till I guess maybe like 2 o'clock. I'll read 40 more pages and then we'll finish later and we'll see what happens. And I think by then I'll have the second book in the series. So, okay, someone went in her room when no one was home and wrote on her capstone project, "You need to stop this, Pippa," like hundreds of times. And now if you guys want to know my suspects that I think are very suspicious right now, I think two obvious would be the drug dealer and Andy's father. Personally, I think it still could be Naomi for some reason. Ravi is my #1 suspect because she doesn't even thought to be Ravi, which I know is like, I don't know, because it's like the brother. I don't know. I just really, Ravi's really suspicious to me. He's the only one that broke into the other house with him, and she said like, yeah, people have spare keys usually under the mats and stuff, and her spare key was under the mat. I don't know. Ravi's real suspicious. And then for some weird reason, I thought that Kara could be a suspect because she might have known maybe about the hit and run and she was trying to save her sister. I don't know. That's kind of a stretch. I'm kind of stretching all of these suspects because I want it to be something crazy. Did anyone else think that it could be Ravi? Okay, I'm on 270. I'm gonna keep going. I just like had to tell you guys that I think those are my top suspects. Naomi and Kara and Ravi. I kind of think Max, but like his is a little too obvious and I feel like it wouldn't be that obvious. We'll see. I'm sorry. Stealing a dog? A little too far. Unknown took it too far. She couldn't find her dog after she was in the woods because they usually go there for like a walk or whatever, and she got a text from unknown saying, "Want to see your dog again?" That's taking it way too far. You don't steal someone's dog. That one hurt. I didn't like that one, but this unknown's really telling her to stop. But I'm still team Ravi being killer. He texted her, "Hey, I've just seen missing posters for Barney in town. Are you okay? Do you need help?" You probably have the dog. I don't know why, I just feel like it's him. I feel like he had like this secret. That's your brother, so it's like, maybe it's too far. Maybe it's too far of a theory. Probably is, but I don't care. I'm just gonna be on Team Ravi right now, and I cannot believe someone took the dog. It's just so messed up. 1291. The chapter doesn't end till 302, so I'm gonna read till 302 and then take a break. I just cried a little. Guys, I can't read books where dogs get injured, hurt, or they die, and they drowned Barney. Whoever this killer is, or unknown. Oh my god, I can't read about a dog getting buried. Oh god, okay. This is not for me. I need to skip this chapter or something. This is the last chapter. I'm gonna read, and then I'm gonna take a break. You guys can watch me read this one. This is how I'm reading. I'm legit sitting on my feet. I don't know if you can see. I just look so silly. Okay, I'm gonna read. Okay, wait, I'm gonna sound so stupid if Ravi is not a suspect, but he just came to check on Pip. He like apologized about Barney dying, and she said she's the only one that should be sorry, and he said it's what we do when someone we love dies, blame ourselves. I did it too, and it took me a long time to work out that it wasn't my fault. Sometimes bad things just happen. It was easier after that. I hope you get there quicker. I think that he wants her to feel the same way that he felt like when all of it happened, so he didn't understand how it feels because she's digging so hard and he's gonna get caught. I'm either a really good investigator, detective, or love to reach and get like the weirdest, craziest ending, but I guess we'll see. Okay, let me finish this chapter. And here I go again. I think that the author, named Holly Jackson, is trying to make them like a couple. Like she like has feelings for Avi, so you as a reader don't suspect him. But I see through his lies, and I see through it. Okay, back to reading. Okay, now I'm gonna take a break. Guys, I literally... Okay, Naomi threw her phone across the room and it cracked or whatever, and she used like a burner prepaid phone that she had or found. I don't know. She's using that, and I was like, that's suspicious that you just have one of those at home. Like, it's not like normal for someone to have a burner phone at home. And I was like, maybe that's what's her name is, but no one in the book like mentioned that. But like I thought in my head, like maybe that's Andy's burner phone. Whatever, it was passed on because like no one brought it up, so I was like, okay, maybe I'm just like reaching again. But now she's trying to figure something out, and she went to call someone, and she saw in her recent calls, Pip, a number that Naomi called her on, the burner phone she called her on, and it's the number in the notebook that Andy wrote down. So I don't know if it's Andy's burner phone. I literally just stopped reading, so I don't know what the connection is. I don't know if it's Andy's burner phone or if it's a burner phone that connects them or something. Really suspicious. Naomi's old SIM card. She said, it would be one unbelievable pigs flying hell freezing over coincidence if Naomi's old SIM card just happened to have a number that similar to the one Andy wrote in her planner. And then she was like, it had to be the same number. She is so right. Okay, but what's the connection? What phone number is that? Oh my gosh, she's so right. So she just connected everything to Naomi, and she said that in the beginning of the semester, which she did in the book, she set up Kara's laptop to record anything that came through the printer of the house. So if she goes to check the printer, she could see if Naomi printed the notes that were threatening her. This is crazy. It was definitely Naomi. Okay, now I feel stupid for thinking it was Ravi. I mean, maybe he had something to do with it. Was that mean of me to think it was Ravi? Probably. Okay, let me figure this out. I'm speechless. Oh my god. It wasn't Naomi's SIM card in the burner phone. It was her father's. Oh my god. And then she went to go print something off of Kara's computer and went to go see the recent prints that were printed out. And the one that printed said, this is your final warning, Pippa. Walk away. And you know who printed that? Elliot Ward. Kara and Naomi's father. Oh my god. Oh my god. It makes sense. Oh yeah, she dropped the note at school and he picked it up and said nicely, like, are you being bullied? They dropped off cookies that her dad baked to cheer up after the dead dog. Okay, let me read and process this. I'll be back. Guys, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard. First of all, I want to apologize because now I feel stupid about pinning this all on Ravi, because the poor guy, I don't know why I did that. I think I just stretched too far. But I just read, let me underline it, hold on. She thinks that's Naomi and Kara's father since he tutors 3 times a week. She thinks that he doesn't actually tutor because he doesn't need the money. The family doesn't need it. Thinks he's visiting Andy. He keeps her somewhere, visits her, brings her the Butterfingers that keep disappearing from the house. Guys, this is so much. This is too much for me. I'm on page 325. I'm pretty sure there's like 370 pages-ish. I need to finish. I need to finish now. And the second book is just not here yet. I'm hoping it'll be here soon because it says it's like on the way to being delivered. It's like out for delivery. There's like a lot. Oh my god. I really do feel bad about blaming this all on Ravi. I take it all back. I was just like trying to figure out like a really crazy suspect and concept. And usually when I watch those kinds of movies, it's usually people really close to what's going on and then the investigation, and Ravi was always there. But then it's like he's the one that has the dead brother. I don't know. Guys, I don't know. I also want to know what happens in the other 2 books, if this is what's going on right now. I guess I'm about to find out. Okay, goodbye. Guys, can I give a prediction before I continue reading? Why did I ask that? Like, I can't. Okay, so she just went to the house, she called the police before she went in, and then she confronted Mr. Ward, and he gave the whole story of what happened, and basically Andy's alive in the attic, he's been taking care of her. And the police just got there, and I have a weird feeling that the police are gonna say, instead of "You're under arrest, Mr. Ward," they're gonna say "You're under arrest, Pip." Pippo, whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna read, and then you can watch me read, and then we'll see. It's not Andy in the attic? Oh my god, this is crazy. Okay, I have to say one thing before I finish this book. When Pip was yelling at Mr. Ward, or before the cops came in, she was like, "You killed Barney," and he was like, "No, I don't know what you're talking about," and then the cops came in and cut him off. So he didn't kill Barney, but she didn't pick up on that. So someone else did. And now I'm thinking, can I go back on my Robbie theory? Is that allowed? Probably not. I probably still look stupid saying that. Or it's Andy, and Andy's playing her now because she doesn't want to be found. That's my theory. Okay, I'm literally about to finish it. I think I have 10 pages left, so yeah, I'm gonna finish it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I don't remember the last thing I said. I think it's when he was being arrested, but it wasn't Andy in the attic. It was a different girl that Mr. Ward thought was Andy and kept her captive. And it ends up that Becca killed her sister. Andy came home. They got into a fight because Becca was drugged and raped by Max with the drugs. And she was like confronting Andy when she got home. And they were fighting, and Andy fell and died. And Becca got rid of the body. And then Becca roofied her. But then they found out, and then she finished her capstone project. Very well rounded. I finished that so quick, but like, now what? There's 2 more books, guys. What is in those books? I don't know if I can like handle 2 more murder mysteries in a row. I think they just got delivered too, so I'm gonna go get them, take a break, see what they're about, I guess, and then come back, see if I'm gonna continue this vlog with those 2. I don't know if I want to read them. Like, that was a really good story, but like, I don't really want to read about those characters for too long. I also cannot believe how evil I made Robbie. I didn't enjoy any parts where they were flirting because I thought he was the killer. So sad. I'm so sorry, Robbie. Hey guys, it's been a week, I think, maybe a little bit over a week since I filmed this video, and then I just finished editing it finally, and I realized that I never gave my final thoughts. I literally just cut it off, and I just got to finishing it, and I was like, wait, why didn't I say literally anything about the book? But I think that's because I was gonna read the 2nd and 3rd in the series and include it within the vlog, but I couldn't really get into the 2nd, but then I finished it, and then the 3rd I really couldn't get into, and I literally DNF'd it. Like, it's on my bookshelf right now, and I don't know when I'm gonna get back to it, but I'm gonna take a break. I think it was just too many murder mystery, that type of genre, and I don't really love it that much, but I'll get to it eventually. So this book, I used to read like a lot of thrillers and books like that. I've never read a young adult murder mystery type of book like that, so it's like a first for me, and it was honestly very, very entertaining. As you can tell, I read it so quick. It kept me on my toes. I had to keep reading, like trying to figure it out, and like I said in the video, I loved that I was like a part of it with her. Like, I felt like I was figuring it out, like the whole investigation with her, and like making my own predictions and stuff, like as she was, you know? It just like, it was a different type of solving murder case aside from other ones I've read. Like, I've read like Gone Girl, where they're trying to figure out where the wife went and stuff like that, but like the way that they do it's like a police investigation. I don't know, the way that it was just written and stuff, I just loved it so much. I liked the characters. You can definitely tell it's young adult, the way it's written and the way things are like described and that kind of stuff, which I didn't mind. I actually kind of enjoyed it, like a quick read, easy read like that. I felt like I needed it. But yeah, the 2nd one, it wasn't as good as the 1st for me, but it was definitely more intense, I'd say, and I ended up really enjoying the ending. The beginning was a little rough for me to get into, and then the 3rd one, like I said, I just couldn't. I'll get to it one day. I'm gonna have to finish it because I need to know how that ends, but I don't know, I didn't love it as much, so that's why I didn't include it into a vlog, because it wouldn't be entertaining to watch me read those 2. But if you guys have any other books that you want me to do a reading vlog for, I have a few in mind that I think I'm gonna do this year. Let me know. You can follow my Goodreads and see my long list of TBRs on there. Everything is linked down below, all my socials and Goodreads, whatnot. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to see more from me in the future, and I will see you guys hopefully in the next one. Bye.